What's going on? I am Rob, and welcome back to On the Fence Movie Review. Today, we're going to talk about From the World of John Wick, The Ballerina. Now, From the World of John Wick, Ballerina is a long title. We're just going to simply call it Ballerina. Now, Ballerina stars Anna de Armas, who plays Eve, who, as a young child, watches her father be murdered by this organization who she does not know who they are or what they're there for. She just knows that they've killed her father, and she is sent off to live with the Ruska Roma organization. And there is where she she gets her training, the different types of skill. And you know what, things I did really enjoy about this movie is we get some more, I don't know if you would say world building, but just kind of opening the doors of more of what goes on in the organization. We see it with John Wick when he goes through there, and kind of a taste of, they're training in this type of combat. They're training, they're actually gonna be ballerinas, and just the different things that the organization does. And so with this, Anna de Armas's character Eve being in the actual organization and training there, we get to see a little more of it, and so that does open the doors to the world a little more, and I did like that. We do get more of the doors opening to other organizations and other factions, and just different, we agreed with these people, so we don't do this with these people, or we're on these terms with these people. And just, I guess it is world building for the John Wick universe. So obviously the stands out in this movie is going to be the action. The action is forefront, and it is amazing. Some of the negatives I'll get into in later, which I don't have a lot, because I love the John Wick movies, and I will say this: I really did enjoy Anna de Armas's action style in this movie. Very different, but a little similar to John Wick's style. They come from obviously the same organization, but just the way, and they address this early on in the movie as far as her frame size and how, she's tiny. And they do say this. They say always going to be the little. You're always going to be little. You're always going to not be the strongest in a fight, and you need to learn how to dictate the fight and not fight on other people's terms, and fight on your own terms, and use your strengths and use their weaknesses. So I did like how they addressed that, because I'm one of those people who can be like, oh well, it's an action movie, so what if this 10 or 120 pound girl is throwing around this 270 pound man. It's an action movie, but that does, them explaining certain things that way, it does give a sense of realism. Like, oh, okay, well, I could see, they even, in the same part in the movie, they tell her, like, cheat, you gotta cheat. Like, this is a fight to the death, cheat. Throughout the movie, she uses these skills, uses this knowledge to win fights. And she's not, and that's why I also enjoy the John Wick movies, is John Wick gets his butt kicked, and so does Eve. Eve's in there, and she will land her shots, but people are landing shots at her. She does make you feel like, not that she's going to die at any moment, but that she could be put in some peril at any moment, because she is tiny, and there are certain aspects where she's going to lack certain skills or not be strong enough to do certain things when she's fighting people. So, but there's a few different scenes that just, I mean, they stood out to me. And one, I won't spoil it, but there's a flamethrower involved, and probably, for me, right up there as one of the top action scenes in the John Wick universe. I really enjoyed it. Speaking of John Wick, the Baba Yaga does show up for a little bit, and not enough to take away from Eve, but just enough to kind of, it's a little flavor in the movie. And he shows up, and he is the Baba Yaga. And one thing I will say is, in the first John Wick movie, people were afraid of the Baba Yaga. In the second, third, and fourth movie, I feel like it kind of was just like, you have people trying to kill him, like, whereas the first one they're like, oh, you don't mess with the Baba Yaga. And this movie, they make him feel like he is a dangerous person again. Like, if you don't have to go up against him, you don't want to go up against him. So I did like that. And John Wick's in this movie, I'd say, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes he's in this movie. He more towards the third act. He phenomenal. Keanu does an excellent job. With saying all that, I just gotta say, like, I really did like this movie. Are there some negative things? Yes. The story is, it's typical revenge story. This is not like any deep emotional, like, kind of movie, or the story's not emotional. She is on a quest to seek revenge against the people who killed her father, and they try to make you feel stuff about that, and they do a little bit, but not, I think, to what they wanted. But it's okay, because this is an action movie, and Ana de Armas absolutely kills it. I think she is phenomenal in her action scenes. I think she does a really good job, just, kind of carrying this movie. And I don't know if they're gonna do like a sequel, or this is a spinoff, so I wouldn't say spinoff, but more of a sequel. I don't know if they're gonna do that. Would I want to see a sequel to this? Yeah, I think this was entertaining enough. I think, the story where they leave it, you could or you could not. But for the most part, I have high praise for this movie. It's a really good action movie. I would even say a great action movie. There's returning cast from the John Wick movie. Characters that were from other movies, or from other parts of the John Wick universe are in here. They all do a really good job. The villain is really good. I like his motives. I like his organization, and how things are ran over there. But with saying all that, I would say get off the fence and check out I'm not John Wick. Check out Ballerina, from the world of John Wick. Check out Ballerina. I think it's a really good time. It definitely, you see it in the theater, see it in like Dolby or IMAX. Just the sound and the picture quality, just, oh man, it just knocks you out of your seat. Get off the fence. Check out Ballerina. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you have not subscribed to On the Fence Movie Reviews, hit that subscribe button. We really appreciate it. We have an Instagram, On the Fence Movie Reviews, where we kind of do kind of right out of theater stuff, more quick reaction to things. So go over there, check that out. On the Fence Movie Review on Instagram. Again, saying all that, thank you so much for watching, and remember, we'll catch you on the fence.